Welcome to the Sketching Greyhound and another Buffy Club. This was a stream, it's the Friday stream, and now it is a time-lapse video. And if you enjoy it, there are also the other time-lapse videos of the Buffy Club available in the playlist. I link it up there so you can catch up if you want to. And now let's get started with Angelus. Just for your information, there's a cat on my lap, so don't do any sad movements or even dare to stop the video or jump to another point or something. Just let's stay calm. So what is the Buffy Club? On my Discord, we are concentrating on 2 episodes per week, and yeah, we discuss them and remember them or watch them, and then decide on who is the most important or interesting character in those episodes. And here we have more or less a double feature. It is named as 2 different episodes, but it is more or less a double feature. We're talking about Surprise and Innocence. And for everybody who knows Buffy and has already seen it and is rewatching this, these are 2 episodes that are pretty they are landmark episodes, I would say. These are 2 very important episodes in terms of the overall story arc, especially of season 2, because it starts, I would say, phase 2 of that story arc. We are not only talking anymore Spike and Drusilla as enemies, which are very formidable enemies on their own, but they get joined now by the third force of season 2, and that is Angelus. By the way, this is the current cat situation, just for your information. So Angelus, yeah, that is the soulless version of Angel. He has lost his soul because he became a bit too close to Buffy, and we do not even have to name that, as we are a family channel, because the rules are pretty straightforward and harmless enough. He will lose his soul, or he has the soul because of a curse, and that curse is lifted if he ever really feels true happiness. And he does with Buffy, finally. And that ruins his happiness by losing his soul. And well, the demon is probably much happier now without that pesky soul. But Angel is, for all intents and purposes, yeah, in timeout. And so we have Angelus and get to know him a little bit more. And I'm pretty sure Buffy would have preferred to not, but for our viewers, it gets pretty, pretty exciting. We actually had a little bit of a poll going on. We always have a poll going for who I would draw on Friday in the stream. But in this case, we have the first episode of these 2, there is mainly Angel still, and in the second we have Angelus. So we polled actually who to draw, Angel or Angelus. And I just want to point out what kind of people are in the Buffy Club, because nobody voted for Angel, everybody voted for Angelus. So yeah, that is, if that's a crew you think you'd like to join, feel free to do so. Down in the description you will find the link tree to our Discord, to all of my social media accounts, and on the Discord you will be able to join the club and decide with the others who will be the next Friday stream portrait person, monster, camera, TV. But here we are with Angelus. I try to take a good picture from the actual episode that we are considering right now. That's not always possible, because you do not always have good big format headshots of the persons, no close-ups that are usable, and the quality of the series is not really that good, so you need quite a close-up. But in this case, there were so many close-ups of Angelus. I found it really interesting, because you never have that many close-ups of Buffy, I think. But a crazy amount and options of Angelus, and so therefore I had to make a tough decision, but I think this one, it is appropriate. You can see the Angelus there. You do not see Angel, the more softer, friendly expression here. You see Angelus. But it's still also kind of a strange portrait. When I started drawing, I was actually thinking, oh, this can go pretty wrong, because there are strange angles in this picture of Angel or Angelus in this case, is he has with or without soul, he has quite the angular face in a lot of places, and especially so in this picture. If you watch the nose, for example, the tip of the nose, it's almost a 90-degree angle. That is not very common. That is not that normal. Of course, you can always achieve that with the right perspective, and here it was achieved with the right perspective. And it comes with quite the angular chin, with a strange mouth situation where it is almost a rectangle. And yeah, it's really, the facial features are a bit, they look a little constructed, honestly. And so I was thinking, when I translate this into a portrait, that could be quite the danger of making my portrait also look very constructed and not natural. But actually I think it translated pretty okay. A second difficulty here was the shadows on his face, because there are a lot of artificial shadows. You see this dark shadow line that goes from his ear down across his whole chin. Now, that is not a shadow line because of his facial features. That is a shadow line thrown by something behind him, a window or whatever. Something that really obscures the sun or the artificial light. And you have to, I actually made it a little bit darker than it could be, because I wanted to make sure that the viewer really understands that this is an artificial shadow and not part of his face or something, because you always also have a little bit of a shadow on the chin and everywhere, of course, but it could look very much like a mistake if you do not make it then quite obvious that it is an artificial shadow or not part of his face. So I was a little bit more contrasty there than I perhaps for realistic purposes should have. But I'm happy with that, as I am with the hair, mostly, not perfectly. The last one, the portrait of Darcy I drew, I am extremely happy with the hair, best hair I think I ever drawn. Short hair is, I think, a little bit more difficult, but I think it's better than most of my hair. I get the feeling that I improve with hair, at least where I can use the white on my gray paper, which is a new paper, by the way, so it seems to be a little bit better in terms of details and in terms of resolution what I draw on it. So I really like the paper. It's a little bit darker also. I really like it. And yeah, this is my Angel. So I really like how he turned out, I have to say. I think the new paper really works wonders for my details. It is a little bit more visible how the led, in which direction I was shading, you know, but other than that, I think I really like it. It gets as smudged and easily dirty as the other one, so I have to be very careful with it. But other than that, I think it works. Let me know what you think about this one down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching. If you like the Buffy Club and the idea, watch the other episodes. I will link you to the first one up here again, and I hope I'll see you in one of the upcoming live streams or the next video down in the comment section. Thank you so much for spending your time with me. I really appreciate it. See you next time, and goodbye.